When it comes to little kids playing video games, parents often have two concerns. One is screen time, sitting for hours on end and playing games, not moving, eating snacks, and such. The other issue is the kind of content the kids may be exposed to. Well, a new product is designed to combat both of those concerns, and it's called TekyGo. And joining us on the line to chat is Dean Horsfield. He's VP of Brand and Marketing for TekyGo. Welcome to the show, Dean. Good to chat with you.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, Mark.
Why don't we jump right in? At a high level, what's TekyGo all about? And we should tell our listeners that TekyGo is spelled TekyGo.
Yeah, awesome. It's so TekyGo was it was born out of this need, with when COVID hit and all the kids were stuck at home. They're all stuck on their tablets, right? We see this tablet culture, and parents have been going crazy watching their kids hunched over a tablet. And while programs and everything have tried to come out and create learning opportunities, everything, we call that really passive learning. The kids just watching and not really engaging in the content. And so TekyGo came out and decided to kind of fuse this idea between video game or storytelling content, exercise, and learning. So the way we like to position it, it's kind of like a Peloton meets Sesame Street. And it's right. And it's cool. And it's for kids right now, 6 and under. It will be expanding, but kids as young as a year and a half have had success playing our product. And so the idea is you take these really great stories, you build an engaging game around it. You incorporate a learning component that's age appropriate or learning development appropriate. And then you bring in action. So we're trying to tie in our product to very popular kids exercise pieces. And the first one we've brought to market is a trampoline. So you might have seen the trampolines with the bars on them that are meant to be safer for younger kids. They can bounce around. But most parents out there that are listening probably know they have one of these collecting dust in the garage somewhere because the kid jumps on it for a little while and then they get a little bit bored. And our product actually fuses this story building element, the games, and allows the kid to jump along on the trampoline, and the actions they take on the product get reflected on the TV or the game. So they become an active participant in the learning and the story process. And so that's where the ideas come about. And we have a number of other accessories that are coming next year. But this is that idea, no more kids on the couch. We don't want to see kids on the couch anymore. We don't want to see them hunched over the tablets, shoulders back, head straight. That's kind of what we like to say. And the kids engaging, exercising, and learning.
All right, so there's no controller. It's you just jumping around, or is there a kid-friendly game controller to interact with the content as well?
Good question. So there's a controller to navigate to which games you want to play, to look at your player profile, to look at some of your stats. But then when the game actually gets going, all of the controls happen on this trampoline. So the trampoline actually has a sensor. And I should mention our product, you can either buy it with our trampoline or you can actually use it with your home trampoline. The one that I said was collecting dust can be converted into a TekyGo enabled product. And a sensor is positioned underneath the trampoline that can detect frequency, velocity, the intensity at which a kid is jumping. So it's interesting. We think of it as just one motion jumping, but we're able to, through the different motions that the kid takes, be able to create different activities that actually happen on the screen and dictate gameplay. So it's a really exciting product that way.
Since this is radio, perhaps you can give us an example of what the child may see on the screen, and what would you be prompted to do when you jump? Is it like an alphabet or counting, or would you jump higher if you want a story to go in a certain direction, that kind of thing?
Yeah, really good question. So I'll give two examples. One is on the like a 2-year-old side. It's a game called Baby Roo with the most addictive song. Parents are going to hate us, but we love it. And you jump along with Baby Roo, and Baby Roo goes through a story. So for younger children where decision making isn't exactly in their purview yet, but they can see what they do on the trampoline reflected on the game. Every time they jump, Baby Roo jumps. And as they jump faster, Baby Roo jumps faster and goes through this magical storyland. If you look at some of the more advanced games, we've got games where somebody's called World Explorer, where you go through and you travel through a world. You can affect speed and timing and some of the different actions. We have a second game that's following World Explorer, that's Baby Roo's Adventure, whereby when you get to certain destinations, stoplights as we call them, you're going to play little mini games where jumping becomes like a yes, no. It becomes a decision-making process. So if the child is jumping, that's them saying, yes, that's the right answer. If they're not jumping, they're waiting. That's saying, no, that's not the correct answer. So we're trying to, as the child grows, build in more decision-making. And as you pointed out, counting numbers, identifying shapes, spelling different words, whatever we can do to accelerate the learning process while the kid still has a lot of fun. We don't want them to know they're learning. That's the key, that they come away from it feeling like this was just a fun story adventure game.
It's been said good tech solves a problem. So we're learning about TekyGo, a new gaming platform. For young kids, it encourages them to exercise in order to play. And it also teaches them concepts from the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s all the way to interactive storytelling to really give the kids the feeling that they are changing the story path. So great stuff. We're chatting with Dean Horsfield. He's VP of Brand and Marketing for TekyGo, which is spelled TekyGo. How easy is the trampoline to set up, whether you use yours or your own? And what if, just to play devil's advocate, what if you don't have enough room for a small trampoline in front of a TV? Maybe you're in a condo or something.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the lucky thing is the kids' trampolines are really small. They're meant for small spaces. They take up significantly less space than some of the larger varieties. So we haven't seen too many issues in the condo. I live in a 600 square foot Toronto condo, so I know it very well. And when we were able to set it up, no problem.
That's big for Toronto.
Fair point. Yeah, exactly.
So it's about like, it would be smaller than like a coffee table.
It would take up exact amount of space as a coffee table.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. And in terms of ease of setup, that depends on which product. There are some of the standard ones that you see, on the Amazons and such. They require a few screws to create the build, and they don't fold down. Our version, if you were to choose to go with our bundle, actually just folds and clicks. It takes under 30 seconds. We have a great video on our website of a mother setting it up, and I think it took her about 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. So, and it does fold away. So it really depends on the trampoline you choose. Our premise really is, though, you don't have to use ours. We know a lot of parents have one of these already, and that's why we made it so that it can be expanded to other products. Like, get extra use out of that kids trampoline that you thought they were going to love, and give it a new life. And that's really why we decided to start with this trampoline, because we know that parents either have one or are thinking about getting one, and so they can work with their product or our own.
And it's pretty easy to just set up that sensor with your existing trampoline. You just place it underneath. Is there more to it?
Yep, you just place it underneath in the middle. That's all it takes, and then watch your kids go. In terms of the setup procedure, front to back, with the portal, as we call it, the TekyGo portal, which is, I should mention, about the size of a standard hardback book. It's very small.
And that's the game system, if you will.
Yeah, so the game system, that portal is what will connect out to the various devices. Right now, the trampoline, next year a squeezy. We're even looking at creating a little kid's bike and things like that. I'm probably giving away too much information, but that portal will be your central focal point, because TekyGo is actually a character. So it's the brand name, but it's a character, and it's TekyGo is a robot that exists within the computers and the screens and the televisions of all the kids of the world. And through the portal, TekyGo is able to jump out, right? The kids yell 3, 2, 1, TekyGo. And we see all the kids do it. They love it. And TekyGo comes out and comes to play with the kids and go on adventures together. So this idea around TekyGo, again, was really built out of this idea that kids can be in control. They can be in charge. Mm-hmm. And TekyGo is a friend, not a teacher, right? And that the whole adventure is to do it together. And on that note, I will mention as well, one of our next products puts the parent working with the child, but the child gets to tell the parent what to do. So if the parent doesn't do it right, the mission's not going to go well. So we're really, again, trying to flip that concept, whereby it's not parents, saying, go here, do this, do that. It's the kids now in a position to make decisions that affect outcomes. And we see this as a really important mission of ours, to bring kids to the forefront where they feel that level of empowerment, and they don't feel that level of frustration through just purely learning, that learning is associated with fun and it becomes easier to consume. So a lot of exciting stuff coming.
How many games are included, and how do you add more to the TekyGo portal?
So the TekyGo portal is a subscription-based product. And once you're on the subscription, the very low subscription fee, and then all the games are included. And we're releasing new games on a regular rotation. One of our premises is to bring back TGIF. We call it TekyGo. It's Friday. And we're going to be releasing a new game every Friday once we get into about mid-2022. Right now on the platform with the trampoline, there's going to roll out this year with 20 games. And then, as I mentioned, we've got new games rolling out every month, and that's all included in the service. Mm-hmm. So I should mention, there's also an app that comes along with the TekyGo subscription. It can be downloaded from the Google Store or the Apple Store. And the app is it's got some things for the kids, but it's actually, this is the piece where the parents get involved. You're going to see how many times the kid jumped, how far they jumped in a day, how many hours they spent on different games. And what we're rolling out next year is we're working with childhood development specialists to help guide the parents on which games are going to develop which skills. So if you're looking at number skills, shapes, creativity, whatever it is, these development specialists are going to help us understand the learning component as well as the advanced, like the level of advancement the child is achieving by playing a specific game. So we're really excited about that piece. And then the child's going to get badges and rewards as well for achieving various levels of both physical activity as well as cognitive development. So we're really excited about that piece because the parents now can kind of get a real sense of what the child is accomplishing. And we think that's really important to keep the parents engaged.
Awesome. All right. So why don't we wrap up on cost? You did hint at a subscription there. So why don't you walk us through what it costs for the TekyGo portal, the subscription cost once again, and where we could learn more. Is there a dedicated website for TekyGo?
The portal with the sensor that connects to your at-home trampoline that you already have is $199. And if you would like to buy our bundle, which includes the portal, the trampoline sensor, as well as a very well-built trampoline, high quality trampoline, that is $349. The monthly fee for the subscription is $999, but as a special promotion in our initial launch this year, every TekyGo is going to come out with 2 months free premium subscription that includes everything, all of our content, games, the app, the whole works. So parents, you get a really good chance to test out and see what our platform's all about. You can visit us at TekyGo.com, where you'll get a whole list of resources, videos, blog posts from our childhood development specialists. And I should mention, all of our products come with free shipping and free returns. So risk-free trial, give it a shot in your house. You're going to love it.
All right, TekyGo.com, TekyGo.com. Dean, it's been great chatting with you. Congrats on the launch of this product. It sounds exciting.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks for having me.